King's Cross has transformed from an industrial centre into a lively mixed-use district, highlighted by Coal Drops Yard and Granary Square, both with Victorian roots. Built in the mid-1800s by Lewis Cubitt, Coal Drops Yard once functioned as a major coal hub, receiving shipments by rail, storing them, and distributing coal throughout London via carts and canal barges. At its height, it handled millions of tons each year. As electricity use rose, coal demand fell, and the coal drops were converted to warehouses by the late 19th century. Used for industry through much of the 20th century, they later became known for London's rave scene in the 1980s and 90s. By the late 1990s, the buildings stood abandoned and deteriorating. The King's Cross Regeneration Masterplan, launched in the early 2000s, identified significant potential in these historic structures. Thomas Heatherwick's architectural studio was commissioned to redevelop the former coal drops, delivering an innovative design completed in 2018. This approach involved connecting the two Victorian sheds at their gabled roofs, resulting in a striking new upper level and a sheltered public area below. The restoration maintained much of the original character while successfully repurposing the buildings as a distinctive retail and leisure destination, now home to independent boutiques, restaurants, and cultural venues. Designed by Thomas Heatherwick and inaugurated in 2018. Historically, the area was a hub for nightlife, including clubs, raves, and bars from the 1990s until commercial redevelopment commenced, shifting the district toward retail and upscale residential use. Spanning Granary Square, Handyside, and Stable Street, the complex also includes a weekend covered market adjacent to the Waitrose supermarket. Among its notable tenants is the Samsung KX showroom, which occupies a prominent position above many of the restaurants. The venue experiences significant footfall on sunny days, with a vibrant evening atmosphere created by visitors enjoying the variety of dining and leisure options. While the former rave venues and nightclubs have been replaced, the present establishments cater to a more relaxed and upscale clientele. Visitors arriving from King's Cross or St Pancras stations typically pass through Pancras Square, another contemporary development comprising corporate offices, restaurants, and bars, as well as the headquarters of Google UK and YouTube Space London. Adjacent to Coal Drops Yard, Granary Square occupies the site of a former canal basin. The Granary building, designed by Lewis Cubitt and completed in 1852, was originally used for wheat storage for London's bakeries, with nearby sheds supporting the transfer of goods between canal boats and rail carts. This location functioned as a multimodal interchange for trade and transportation. In the latter half of the 20th century, as King's Cross experienced decline, the canal basin was filled in, and the area saw reduced usage, often serving as vehicle storage. Subsequent regeneration initiatives were planned for Granary Square to serve as a central public space within the redeveloped King's Cross area. Currently, Granary Square is an open public space similar in size to Trafalgar Square and serves as a location for community gatherings. The square features a fountain display with over 1,080 individually controlled jets that can be programmed for different light and water shows. Its design incorporates elements referencing its industrial history, such as preserved crane bases and sections of train tracks within the paving. The Granary building was renovated by Stanton Williams Architects and, since 2011, has housed Central St Martin's, University of the Arts London, which has contributed a student presence and creative activity to the locality. Coal Drops Yard and Granary Square are examples of the King's Cross Regeneration Project, demonstrating the redevelopment of historic industrial sites into public spaces and community hubs while retaining aspects of the area's historical context.